What's up, Crafty Crew? We're back with another SCP video, and today we're going to be reacting to more of SCP-2845, the deer.
The deer!
With the Exploring series.
We got some comments in our last video on the deer, and a couple of people actually want us to check out the Exploring series version of it. Apparently it goes more in depth on what, like, rituals, like, in their importance. So,
Yeah.
we wanted to check it out.
Also, from the picture, the antlers look amazing.
I know, this picture is actually quite beautiful.
Honestly, the face looks way
You don't get to
The way of
Potter?
Potter? Is it a woman?
I have no idea.
It might be a woman.
No, in the original picture it didn't look like a...
It looked like an old man.
Honestly, the face looks way
You don't look...
Okay,
The original video is going to be down in the description.
Yeah, of
please
course.
check out the Exploring series because,
Please.
you know, you
And
deserve it.
He's the go.
SCP-2845, the deer. How do you contain a god? The answer to that question, of
No,
course,
it's not a
probably
god.
varies depending on the god. For some, the answer might be you don't. For others, maybe you convince the world to stop believing in them.
Yeah.
And for others, maybe you just ask them.
Could
There
you
are
just,
forces
like,
in the SCP
go
universe.
this cage?
Do you want to be contained?
Yes. Let's go. Okay.
However, that won't go politely, and don't care who believes in them or not, but represent a massive threat to the world and must be contained by the Foundation somehow. One of these entities is SCP-2845, the deer. SCP-2845 is partially known for having some of the most complicated and esoteric containment procedures in the Foundation,
Yeah,
which we'll get to later.
them.
But overall, I want to explain 2845 and its connection to mythology.
Okay.
Mythology?
I can see
On
why
November
this is
27th, 2011, a comet
I was
was
alive.
sighted in space,
2011.
although it wasn't on a
Almost
trajectory to
2012.
impact Earth. A few days later, the existence of the comet was confirmed by multiple observatories, and 2 weeks later, a fragment of the comet broke off, maintaining a constant speed. This fragment was confirmed to have a trajectory that would connect to Earth, and so public announcements and evacuations commenced. 4 days later, the fragment lands in the Pacific Ocean, and over the next 3 days, SCP-2845 crosses 124 kilometers of the ocean
Wow.
to reach the western coast of the United States.
In the U.S.
Observation of 2845's capabilities and nature forced the Foundation to bring in outside containment consultants. On January 15th, the entity is finally contained using unknown methods, and Site-100 is built around SCP-2845 to properly contain it.
So they built a whole new facility just for him.
They did.
Yeah.
Because just imagine, like, hey, yo, I'm walking here.
Yeah.
Why are you shooting at me? That's all I could see in my head right now. Just
Yeah.
minding his own business. He's just strutting around.
And we talked about this last video.
Yeah, well, not that.
And we know we did this.
Yeah.
This was all in it.
Yeah.
You just learning that? No. No?
Well, I didn't know that they were starting to shoot at him. Well, I think that part I forgot.
Well, hey, if y'all want to see our initial reaction to the Volga, it's going to be a top right now on the notification. So keep an eye out for that.
It is finally declared properly contained on February 19th, 2012.
Oh, dude, it took
As
2-3
you might have
months.
inferred from
Yeah.
the title,
Damn!
SCP-2845 is an entity.
You wanna broaden?
What? I'll tell you, the face I saw on the Vulcan and this to this one is way different.
This one is a little more feminine.
This one's a little more.
Do we want
This
to?
is still going down the narrow path.
Do we want to get more in depth into this?
Yeah, this is way.
God dang. Something about those antlers.
Ooh.
Okay, hold on. Me
Yeah.
too.
They...
For all we know, it could be a beautiful, beautiful man.
That's right.
I mean, you watch the park before?
Those hoops are pretty good. Yeah, sure.
That's the big circle behind it's not just for aesthetics.
You guys
With
are
the
crazy.
appearance of a large deer, with a humanoid face and especially large antlers. A ring of ice particles and metal is anomalously suspended behind its skull at all times, constantly rotating. Aside from being seemingly impervious to all physical damage inflicted upon it, 2845's main anomalous trait is its capability of transmuting and reconstructing any matter in sight, instantaneously. No matter is created or destroyed in the process, and the result remains stable even when it normally wouldn't, such as transmuting something into liquid metallic hydrogen at room temperature, or changing the local atmosphere without it mingling with other regions. SCP-2845 is capable of using these transmutations in offensive ways, easily devastating groups of combatants. It has also been observed using its abilities on single targets, up to 10 kilometers away, transforming individuals into anomalous structures.
Yeah. Oh, those are the pillars.
Yeah, you know what's funny is those are exactly how I pictured them. When
Yeah.
I was playing them last time. I did, yeah.
I thought we were thinking it was more of a like Greek.
You thought we were thinking?
The same thing.
We
Well,
were
we
thinking-
talked about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I brought it up and then someone agreed with me.
I don't often agree with you.
You're right. I think this. Is
I
an
thought it
anomaly.
was hexagonal, yeah.
I think this right here is an anomaly.
I thought it was an oval.
Wrote that it was shaped like a triangle pillar?
Triangle pillar dog. I thought it was an hourglass, like two triangles on top of each other.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Measuring
God,
2.4
so we're-
meters in height, with rubbery yellow-green
Ugh.
skin.
Rubbery?
Most of
Oh, the
body
pillars.
is used to fill the column, but the brain encompasses the entire interior structure.
Oh, that's why the
Yeah.
texture
in a
like the
constant
brain.
state of high activity, possibly communicating with SCP-2845. Some of the individuals transformed by the deer retain mobility, but all have evaded capture so far. So, how do you contain something
I
that's
can't.
hostile? The Foundation went to outside containment consultants for some reason, which they practically never do. But these consultants are never allowed to leave Site-100 without a heavy dose of amnestics. Dozens of trained personnel and D-Class are assigned to containing 2845, and Site-100 is permitted an unhindered supply of untrained subjects for the purposes of containment. To simplify, the site consists of a number of concentric circles, along with a number of circular chambers, each placed at specific points. The floor of each of these circular chambers contains a 6-pointed star, made of lead, and the central chamber, where 2845 and hundreds of converted humans are located, contains an atmosphere primarily consisting of hydrogen at negative 110 degrees Celsius.
Oh my, get cold!
Each procedure is carried out by 6
Forever.
individuals,
Yeah.
usually trained containment specialists, but some procedures involve D-Class personnel.
Yeah.
The first procedure involves 6 trained individuals putting on masks and performing a comedic play that includes trading insults, ending with the one wearing the foolishness mask outwitting the others and declaring himself king. This is followed by a game of dice.
Oh yeah.
The winner is irrelevant.
Heard about this one last time.
The second procedure involves a live musical performance, utilizing various instruments, accompanied by singing and dancing.
To God, give it a show.
The third has the containment specialists exchanging gifts, each not exceeding $4.28 in value.
That was the fun one.
That was wild.
You go to the store.
They're just like the dear God's just like, so I want to see you guys exchange gifts, but don't make the other one feel bad because one spent more. Don't do that.
He's like, let's make it
Like okay, like
less
don't
than
make
$5.
others feel like they're just like worse about themselves.
Yeah.
He's a good God.
Now, if I see you do more than $5, you're gone. I make you into a.
You're gone, and
You're
I'm leaving the foundation.
Not until I make you into a pillar, though.
Bro, like, I will recall that I'm a god if you pay more than 4.
You think he's making a supercomputer with all the pillars?
Do you think it's supercomputer?
Dude, I look. It's so cold in there. No matter how much they process, they won't overheat.
Do you think the deer god's just trying to Bitcoin mine?
Okay.
Using human brains.
Yeah. It did say that every pillar communicates with the god, right?
Yeah.
What if the god is getting all the intellect, all the information that he needs from them?
What if the god just wants to watch the show so that he can make his own just play? You know?
It's like, I want the full one to win.
I want him to win. I'm trying, and he's stuck. He's like, I've been trying to write a story. I need more information.
Yeah.
I need more creative flow.
Yeah.
I need to It's there. It's effing there, dude. And the music's for him to think after he watched the play.
Yep.
Right?
He's like, all right, perfect.
Perfect.
I'm sorry.
A recitation is performed while giving each gift, along with a scattering.
Is it a man or a woman?
around
Make
the
up your
containment
mind.
Chamber.
I like to
The
think
fourth
these,
procedure.
these pictures are probably. I like to think of these
Going
pictures.
back.
I like to think of these pictures as people interpretations of what they see.
That's
their god
exactly
as.
what it is.
So everybody sees a different version of the dear god.
So what happens
Before
if
they
you
turn into a pillar. Then
Before-
they draw this quickly.
So what happens? So you view your idealized version of the dear god. You think?
You're just watching him 10 kilometers away.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta do this! No, I feel it.
It's like, I'm a pillar now.
And then somebody goes to pick it up.
Yeah.
But then they go and they turn into the deer god themselves. So they have to draw.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
just
God.
so much different variants.
I need to get this down. The world needs to know how I thought of it.
Yup.
Oh my
So
God.
dumb, dude.
It's true.
You're so dumb.
I know. I know.
That's insane.
Along with a scattering of grain around the containment chamber. The fourth procedure involves the individuals binding their feet with wool while consuming half a liter of olive oil and
Oh,
reciting
what?
another ceremony. This is followed by them reciting a separate ceremony while breaking.
No, we can't.
Is it the D class?
Yeah, it's a decline.
They're like, oh damn, it's another Tuesday. Oh,
It's half a liter. They ain't gonna die.
they ain't gonna die, but they're gonna feel awful.
They're gonna feel dog trash. But I'll tell you what, poop is just gonna slip out.
You're like, you see this body?
It's just gonna
this
slip
solid all the
out,
way.
bro. You know darn well they ain't gonna feel bloated.
Oh, for sure.
breaking apart a large rock with hammers. For the fifth procedure, a D class is brought in, and a symbol is painted on their stomach with a platinum-based solution. They are then presented with a cloak, crown, and scepter, before being restrained in a chair and castrated with a hand sickle.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Ew.
The
But it didn't go
specialists
to that
recite
too much
another
detail.
ceremony.
Why is it so chill? Up to that point.
Yeah, it did increasingly.
I'm
Well,
like,
actually, yeah, they weren't even that bad. It just went from 0 to 100.
you know what? Drink
But-
your olive oil. Next week you're
This
gonna
is
have
what-
your
No, he said this is just too much. Like nothing's happening. Let's let the real show start
Dude,
right there.
This is what I was saying from the last time.
Because it's about to get sick and then
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah, like, if you guys watched our other reactions to the Dear God from the Vulcan, dude, you see, like, I feel like these people just come up with this random stuff and they got bored one day. It's like, I want to choose violence.
They chose violence that morning.
Right?
Just for no reason.
Dude, the last one's absurd though.
It really is.
They
Yeah.
don't need to do
They
that.
They
did.
did not.
While disposing of the testes in a bowl of salt water.
It was so what?
Ugh.
The final procedure involves a baby, no more than 3 months old, being roasted over a fire.
It's
The
roasted.
specialists recite another ceremony
Like a pig.
and then consume the infant.
Nah.
They recite
Who
another.
consumes it?
Them.
The D class.
No.
Yup.
That
No,
is-
bro.
That is.
That's too much.
And I'd be like this. Hey, yo, Bobby. Want a free meal today?
Yeah, but for real though, the leg kind of hit.
I'm like, hey
There's
yo.
so much meat on it.
They're like, hey yo, this ain't that bad, but give me that cilantro and that lemon. I need some flavor.
Put some chili pepper on that.
Hey yo, bring me the Valentino.
Hold on, bro. we doing this? Because I can. You know what I'm saying?
You can't what?
Barbecue. Start it.
Wait, is that your first time there? Here to myself.
The ceremony, consume gastroliths, induce vomiting,
Which is crazy.
and recite the final ceremony.
No.
Absolutely disgusting.
If a containment breach occurs, the on-site nuclear device is to be detonated. All Foundation facilities are to be locked down, and protocol Strike Down the Moon is to be activated.
Ooh.
That's crazy.
To reiterate, for full clarity, the containment specialists of SCP-2845 cook and consume roughly 135 babies each year.
Oh.
Damn.
along with
Why
gastroliths
couldn't it just be a
made
baby goat?
Right?
Why an actual baby? And where do they keep getting these babies? Is there just
No, no, please. I don't want to think about that. Where are they getting the babies?
You know what? Maybe it's the.
Are you ripping them from mothers?
or is it just someone in the SCP Foundation surrogate mother like, okay, here's another.
No, but you need a lot. Here's another.
They
Oh, you know what? Oh, okay, there you go.
here you go.
Disregard the 9 months. They have to plan ahead if they do that.
I'm feeling that they.
Women will have to get impregnated every day of the year, every single year.
Hey, yep.
Yeah. Well, it's half the year.
Unless they have an STP that clones and they just clone the same one.
I'd be a little bit more humane.
That'd be a little better. Because the
But-
original will be long gone, but the clones are. It's still inhumane.
It sucks.
D-Class, just to contain the entity. This is likely where some of you would like me to explain how that's actually not true, and that the containment procedures are simply an elaborate ruse. Unfortunately, that's only partly the case, and the SCP Foundation certainly does carry out these procedures, and will likely continue to do so for the foreseeable future. We're given a letter from a containment consultant to the site director.
See, it's okay. You know how I always say that I would want to be a part of the GOC?
Yeah.
This might be a reason why. The fact that the Foundation is keeping... let's just keep it alive. Okay, you can't kill
You
it.
can't kill it.
Right? But in other cases, right?
Yeah.
This one is just a god. You can't kill. But, like, the fact is, you're just like, let's just keep doing these awful things. These awful rituals. Hold on. I know that it's a god. Don't play with me here, bro. Let me talk. Before you say something absurd, like you always say. The fact that because we're keeping it, and again, you gotta keep it. You can't kill this one.
Yeah.
You're doing these extra things that are just harmful. The amount and other SCPs. Oh, let's just sacrifice all these D-Class. I know they're criminals, but have morals. They're still humans. So why do we want to maintain and keep all these other SCPs? Let's just kill off all these D-Classes, throw these D-Classes, just to keep this SCP alive and at bay. That's why I think sometimes it might just be better for the GOC to just
Clap them up.
Yeah. That's why I've always I feel like I like them more. They didn't have to do the homie Chair like that, but Chair got his revenge.
He did.
He
He's
did.
now a flower bed.
I'm starting it, and you're not gonna get to say what you wanted to say. Lol.
You know.
And it seems that others were confused about the nature of the containment protocols. The consultant is upset that the Foundation is attempting to cut corners where they can't be cut.
Bro's looking
After
at me.
all the effort
Yeah.
it took to contain 2845.
You're a pillar now.
We're then given his explanation for why the procedures work. And that's because 2845 is a god.
Yeah.
Really?
He says that it's not a local or mild god or a weaker spirit bound by the strength of belief, but a powerful god. Gods cannot be contained by technology or scientific rules, but instead by rituals and words. Specifically, he says that rituals work not because of some underlying laws, but because they are given meaning through repetition and application. Basically, there's nothing stopping 2845 from escaping its containment with a thought, but it doesn't ever think to do so, because the continued ritual fools it into believing it's trapped. He claims that it literally cannot comprehend the concept of escape as long as the ritual continues
Boy,
as
dumb.
it has.
You stupid.
Essentially, the containment procedures are not
Pillar.
weaving magic or anything so esoteric, but they have some fundamental meaning to 2845 that keeps it trapped.
Bro hates babies. Bro's father was killed by a baby. I'm not doing this no more, bro.
Dude,
I need this to be a part of the ritual real quick.
when he was a baby, the baby next to him was crying the whole time.
I was trying to sleep. He was like, I was just on a plane.
Yeah.
The asteroid was not an asteroid. It was an actual aircraft, and there was a baby the whole time, just crying.
Yeah.
He was so angry, bro. Bro's annoying, bro.
I said, no.
No.
The recording is 25 minutes, and we're only 11 minutes in.
Sounds about right.
So then, if the containment procedures aren't really doing anything specifically, why doesn't the ritual just consist of something arbitrary, like clapping your hands 30 times or dancing around a
Okay,
hat,
let's hear this.
instead of consuming infants? To answer that, we'll have to take a look at some history and mythology.
Which is
Although
cool.
some people may look at 2845 as some random anomalous deer, there are clues that point it towards something more familiar. Saturn. Saturn was a god worshipped by the ancient Romans, with his Greek equivalent being Cronus. Saturn was worshipped as a god of agriculture, wealth, liberation, and time. Saturn was celebrated with an annual festival known as Saturnalia, consisting of parties, gift exchanges, and feasting, which would go on to influence traditional Christmas celebrations.
That's cool.
Saturn or Cronus were never depicted as deer as far as I know, but deer have been featured in a number of different mythologies and religions, although 2845's appearance seems similar to a Japanese forest spirit, most popularly depicted in the film Princess Mononoke.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing right there.
2845 has a ring of ice particles and metallic spheres behind his head, just as the planet Saturn, named after the god, has a ring around it composed mostly of ice particles, and has 7 primary moons orbiting it, each named after a sibling of Cronus. Saturn's atmosphere is made up of primarily hydrogen, along with helium and ammonium, just like 2845's main containment chamber. Much of Saturn's structure is made up of liquid metallic hydrogen and liquid metallic helium, the most common transmutations performed by 2845. 2845 landed on Earth on December 21st, a date when Saturnalia would traditionally be celebrated, and many of the containment procedures are also linked to Saturnalia. The first procedure, in which a play is performed by individuals in mask, is based on Roman comedic theater, and the gambling with dice is based on a common activity during Saturnalia.
Wow.
Similarly,
Yeah, so they're just he's basing it off of Saturnalia.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
See,
So they did the
So there's
baby
a
eating
reason.
thing.
yeah.
Huh?
So they did the
Yeah. Saturnalia, the yearly festival. Well, who knows? We don't know if they eat babies.
Yeah.
Maybe they eat little candy babies. Little candy babies. Yes. Maybe
candy.
they don't sell the candy babies anymore. That's why you had to
You
improvise.
think.
the musical performance of the second procedure would have been a common sight during Saturnalia. The third procedure involves the specialists exchanging gifts, but specifically cheap gifts, as this is a common Saturnalia practice. And the
Cheap
scattering
gifts.
of grain is linked to Saturn's role as a god of agriculture. The remaining procedures deal less with Saturnalia and more with mythology, however. And so I will explain the story of the castration of Uranus. Uranus was a very important god in Greek mythology, embodying the sky, and was the son and husband of Gaia, who embodied the earth. Gaia and Uranus had a number of children, one of which was Cronus.
Man married his mom.
Uranus had hated the first children that Gaia bore him,
I'm talking about
so he had imprisoned them deep within the earth. Gaia greatly resented this act, so she asked her other children to take a sickle and castrate their father. Only Cronus, youngest and most ambitious, was willing to do so, and he ambushed his father and castrated him,
Oh my god.
tossing the genitals into the sea.
Oh, damn.
It was then foretold that a similar fate would occur to Cronus, and he would be overthrown by one of his own children.
Me?
Desperate to avoid this, Cronus devoured each of his children as they were born.
Oh.
His
Yeah.
sixth child, however, Zeus, was born in secret, and his wife tricked Cronus by presenting him with a large stone wrapped in swaddling clothes, rather than Zeus. Cronus ate the stone.
Yeah, I've seen that photo before, though. I've seen that photo. I don't know where I've seen that photo at before.
He looks
I've
like he
seen-
got caught. Brother got caught.
I've seen that photo before, like a couple times.
Oh my god. His brother got caught. Somebody walked into the pantry.
That 4K.
His eyes, dude. Oh, wait. Hold on.
He looked like this.
Ah.
Is that... Babe, I can explain.
I know I should be watching my diet, but
I'm trying to remember where I've seen this photo at before. I've seen it before.
I
I don't know where, though.
probably a painting. So.
A children's book.
That'd be crazy.
But Zeus later forced him to vomit it back up,
Ugh.
along with the other children. And he placed the stone at a sacred site, where it was regularly anointed with oil and strands of wool.
Oh.
Oh.
To connect the myth with the containment procedures, then. The fourth procedure involves the specialist binding their feet with wool and consuming olive oil, which has a pretty clear connection to the stone that Cronus ate, but also connects to the statue of Saturn in the temple in Rome, which was filled with oil, and normally had its legs bound with wool, which was removed during Saturnalia. The fifth procedure
That's
involves painting a
interesting.
symbol on a D-class, the symbol of Uranus, and castrating him, just as Uranus was castrated. The testes are placed in a bowl of salt water to symbolize Cronus's tossing of his father's genitals into the sea.
Oh, wow.
Finally, the roasting and consumption of the child is based on Cronus eating his own children, along with vomiting afterwards.
Why do you have to roast it, though? Huh? Wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Why am I... I'm sorry.
You want to eat a baby raw?
No, I don't want to eat a baby raw.
You can't.
I need it roasted.
That's it. Well done.
The only way it gets down, you know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
only way it gets down.
They didn't say anything about seasoning, though.
You know, I want that chicken seasoning right there.
See, I was thinking when they meant roast the baby, I think you're just insulting the baby. Yes, the baby.
Ugly.
And then you just eat it.
Man, F you!
These containment procedures aren't really random, as each has been specifically crafted in connection with 2845's connection to Saturn. Whether it actually is Saturn, or is some embodiment of the myth and the planet is unknown, but the ritual works. The containment consultant that designed the procedures knew what he was doing, and perhaps even more impressive was how quickly he was able to design a procedure that would contain such an entity, based on very little information.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
The
Right?
text that displays after you click on his letter reads, Towering Kadath, my home. Kadath is a location created by author H.P. Lovecraft, which is located in the dreamlands of
The
Earth.
homie's
Do you
standing
want-
there.
You guys want us to see us react to some Lovecraft stuff?
I have no idea about Lovecraft.
Me neither.
But
Well,
I know
think
there's
about-
a lot.
think about-
Yeah, I know.
Cthulhu.
Yeah, I know about the
Uh-huh.
Cthulhu stuff. Like, I don't know like anything else
Yeah.
type stuff like that. I
Dude,
know
let us know, man.
well,
It's vast.
a lot of tentacle boys there.
Again, dude,
Yeah.
it's vast, and I'm sure it again correlates with our channel.
It does.
So let us know.
Yeah, like our terms like horror /
Horror, nerdcore.
yeah.
Nerdcore.
You guys are a bunch of dorks. That's what I said.
I've done an entire video on the Dreamlands and the Cthulhu mythos,
Oh,
if you're interested.
okay.
But Kadath was once the home of the dream gods of Earth, known as the Great Ones. This connection potentially shows the consultant
The Great Ones, yeah.
to be involved in far more than just mythology. So, I've now explained SCP-2845, but there are still some unanswered questions, such as, is 2845 actually Saturn? What does it want with our planet? And what are the ramifications of the Foundation's very public containment efforts? Some SCP articles connect and blend with real-world mythology and stories in very blatant ways, while others do so in a much more subtle way, such as 2845. Both can be very interesting, but ones like SCP-2845 benefit from looking beyond just what the entry itself says. In the end, the answer to the question of how do you contain a god is, well, complicated.
I have heat.
That was pretty crisp.
Well-
that was pretty crisp. The rituals might seem to be nonsense, but they are what I divined to be the best course of action. There are powerful symbols there, and whether or not you or I think they are appropriate to the situation is irrelevant. I have listened to the converted, and I have listened to the echoes of the stag in their songs. They are not suffering, but they are no longer human. They are changed entirely. The ritual remains as it is.
Entirely.
And it remains.
Utterly.
Did I say utterly?
You said
They
entirely.
are changed utterly. I said entirely.
Yeah.
Sort of similar. No? Look, guys, hold on. Let me get it to.
Wait. Is there anything else after that?
Let me just
20.
get it. Okay. That was cool.
I have heat.
Yeah, generally, thank you for the
Recommendation.
to watch this again.
Yeah.
We'll put down who recommended it because, I mean, yeah, they explained so much more than we saw the last time. Of course, we absolutely love the Vulcan, the Exploring series. Thank you so much. You informed us and you enlightened us.
That's how some good stuff today too.
I tasted some good stuff today too. You know what I'm saying, my boy? Look, man, that was fascinating. So I'm
freaky.
So I'm trying to wonder. I'm wondering when it fell. Did it fall with an intention?
That's your question.
Do you think it fell onto Earth with an intention, and then it landed, and then like, did it have a goal, and did we stop it by doing these rituals and confusing it, trapping it, manipulate it? Does it have a goal?
That's a true
It would be nice because for the most part, when we react to these SCPs, their story is complete when we're done.
Yeah.
Right? We don't ever really hear any more
About it. Yeah.
You know? Hold on.
Hey, you know what we should do? You know what we should do one of these days? Get an SCP, like the story's like semi-complete, and like think about an alternate timeline for them. And see what type of destructions they would have done,
That'd be cool.
or the objective. That'd be heat.
It'd be nice to see. Because yeah, no, definitely. All these SCPs that the Foundation has, or the GOC kills or whatever.
Did you want the dear god to fall in love with you or something?
Nah, dog. Shit.
Okay, I'm talking.
He's talking.
I saw that.
Yeah, no, they sort of finished. They concluded with everyone we watched generally, like on the Vulcan. It's over. The story's over. We just assume they're just gonna remain there forever.
Yep.
Unless like there's a game, right? Like Containment Breach.
The only
There's a new one that.
The only
There's a new one coming.
continuations that they could do is when the Serpent's Hand. The only way Serpent's Hands, you try to break them out.
Yeah,
That's the
they
only
are.
way-
They
the
are.
only
That'd
way.
be so fire if there's a Serpent's Hand game, dude.
Oh yeah.
Then you get to play as them.
And you break
That'd
out
be sick.
SCPs.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm going straight
To the
to
deer.
Abel, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight to Abel. Man.
They're
Well,
all different.
yeah. I really wonder if it had an
Picture.
objective. Because that would have been sick.
That'd
That would have been cool to figure out what that was. And also, yeah, unfortunately, sacrificing 132 infants a year is probably better than it killing millions and millions of people.
Everybody on Earth.
Yeah, so I'm not looking at him. He does this. He's absolute nonsense.
Yeah.
I don't know why
Yeah.
he stars on the hit channel called Cranky Films.
Hey.
Okay? I don't know. Look, thank you all for watching.
You're
It's
stealing
yours.
my outro?
It's yours.
It's your outro. Say it. Damn.
Thank you, sweetie. Well, if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below which other things or SCPs or anything, because we do need more ideas, you want us to react to. And please,
What you about to cook?
you're not cranky. Stay cranky like this bunch of guys over here. And we'll see you all
That
next
was an
time.
amazing outro.
Good.
That was amazing.
Hey,
bro.
can I get a deer?
Steak.
Can I get a deer on there?
Okay.
Damn. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stay cranky.
Stay
boys.
cranky, guys. Cody,
End
you
the
scared.
video, bro.
Click stop.
End it.
Record.